ẹ wá gbé bulletproof wọn kò sí náà wàláwí ìṣtà àlefa súnmọ́ àlẹ́fẹ́ ìbàdà ẹ wo kẹ́ lọ change àwọ̀ yín sí bulletproof màláìka kú ò nídìí ẹ̀ ní tó pa inú ara yín náà ló wà.
mo yín sí tọ́lẹ́ẹ̀tì.
tí kì í bá ṣe ẹ má bínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ yìí o èmi máa ń bú àwọn ìyàwó àmọ́ tí kì í bá ṣe àwọn ìyàwó ayé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àfáà mi ó ti bàjẹ́.
nuisance lélẹ́yìí nuisance lélẹ́yìí.
Is a nuisance and it's kind of a little bit funny, even though at some points you could tell that it meant every word he was saying, but is one of those, unfortunate, never do well, ignorant, illiterate, loudmouth out there. He happened to be he actually mentioned, did you hear that? In his ignorant mind, he said, that is why he's laughing at those who are asking for Nigeria's breakup. That if Nigeria break up tomorrow, Yorubas are the ones that will suffer the most. That's what he said. But before that, he was talking to Tinubu that he had to do 3 things if he wants Nigerians to pray for him. Because according to him, there are some serious health problems within that Tinubu is suffering. And if Tinubu fail to do these 3 things, now that thing go finish him, then he go finish his own children too. But if you want people to begin to at least once in a while to pray for him, Tinubu must do 3 things. Okay? The first one, I think he said that they must bring petrol down. They must bring the cost of petrol down from over 600 to 230 or 250 naira. That must come down. They must also bring, they must bring naira to dollar rate down to 230 as well, 250. That once dollar comes down, people will be able to afford to feed and all that, right? Now, if Tinubu failed to do all of those 3, they will continue to curse him. He also said Tinubu should never even try it. That he is going to be giving millions and millions of naira to the Super Eagles if they win the AFCON. Okay? That if they try it, they will suffer in agony. They will die in pain. That's something they said, right? Unfortunately, Tinubu has given land and houses to the Super Eagles who came second in Abuja. Have you seen that? But before I show you that, okay, Tinubu was meeting with the Islamic this or that in the north, from northern Nigeria, the Islamic body or the Islamic Sharia, what have you, okay? And he told them that his government has done so much to ensure that they even have insurance of our people. Anyway, warning, do not watch this video like you wanted to listen to somebody who is saying no. The video of the man you're about to watch is textbook definition of a person we know well, person with they insane. So, and I'm saying this so that you don't come around and be like, Kilon, so what is he saying? That I don't begin to kind of make your brain go and then to bulu 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 blah blah like that. Do not listen to Kolu like say you are trying to pick a point too. I just had to put it in the diary. Okay. And I believe those who went to see him as well, God knows how they possibly felt. But you listen to this and you will realize that Kolu is living in his own world. And you are living in the world they have created for you. Tell about for fancy, keja fancy. Baba? Because look, listen to this.
the job we are doing is in conformity with the teaching of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Looking at the welfare of the people, we have to equip all the hospitals with modern equipment, train our doctors, and retrain them to take care of the welfare of the people. We have paid for the insurance welfare, social welfare of the people, so that every citizen of this country will be insured for health problems. That is our priority. We noticed, some problem with hunger. When you see the war in Ukraine, in many other places, you can't easily grow food, my mind. We will be able to feed ourselves. We are going to cultivate more farmlands. We are going to equip farmers with low interest or no interest loans. We are going to bring tractors into this economy. We are going to invest in irrigations for this country. Nigeria will become net exporters of food. That is the sooner. And that is where I grew up to understand it. The problem of the country on livestock will change. We will change that. Nigeria will live in harmony and become economically viable, buoyant, and happy with production of milk, production of animal husbandry, production of veterinary jobs, and all of that. That is my own concern. And I'm assuring you, that is my priority. That is what I believe is sooner.
Oh dear. I'm sorry. I don't want you to see me laughing that way. Okay, it can be a little bit somehow like annoying to some people. Kolu is still talking to you as if to say you are doing campaign. We will. Did you notice that? Did you notice that accent? Some people who know Kolu very well, they believe that Kolu as a Agbari brain 419. Sure, you get like a smart fraudster, tricky man. Even in old age, in that demented age, he still believes he can still kind of ball people around. And there were those who were clapping intermittently. Ka, ka, ka. We will equip hospitals. We will train doctors. We will employ doctors. We will do irrigation. We will. Baba, is your president, you? Anyway, Sha, I felt like a lot of you are still waiting. They will, okay? They will make Nigeria food sufficient. We will. Ask them which of them are they doing. Absolute zilch. Somebody said that the Yorubas depends on the northern Nigeria. In the comment, too, because of that video I played earlier, right? From that ignorant dot, right? Who said, if Nigeria break up, Yorubas are the ones that will suffer the most. And somebody in the comments said, it is true, the Yorubas are going to suffer because they bring out their food from the north. So if you are that person who said that, I saw your comment. You are not different from that idiot, okay? That ignorant idiot who said that. Do you understand? Okay, Yorubas grows our food. In fact, if you are looking for modern mechanized farming, large farmings, large farms in Nigeria, you you get to pick some of them from Yoruba land too. And if you actually have to go to farm settlements, where government farm settlements are, where people actually take land and grow food, and a lot of crops and all that, right? Including rear their own animals. And then how dare you think that if Yoruba break up, we've got access to the sea, left, right, and center? How could somebody even say that ignorantly? So you probably would be one of those who can easily believe as well that Igbo land, the eastern Nigeria, is landlocked. And you will say that with all your education. You will repeat it because everyone is saying it, Abi. Yorubas will suffer if Nigeria. Surely, like, where did they teach you that? From all those roadside political gist, Abi? Anyway, going forward, so Kalu believes that he is doing fine because he will still do and will. How can somebody with their own right senses believe somebody who tells you we will and we will and all that this time? Anyway, I want to go back to that Alpha, the one that also came out to condemn Oloye Sunday Igboho at the time. I remember his face. It was one of those who were like, Allah did not this or that. Yoruba doesn't have to break. Yoruba belongs to Nigeria because he's a Muslim who believes that, all these stupid connections and all that. And then he felt like a Muslim ticket with a Yoruba man and all that is the sunnah, is a blessing. Now the guy they talk sunnah there now with all the sheikh from the northern Nigeria. Well, shege, everybody marry, right? Now let's go back there. He said Tinubu must not go and say he's giving anybody money or he's giving. Now Tinubu has now promised those guys that they will give them, they honor them with MON, I think, and then they said they will give them houses, they will give them lands. I don't know which of them is if they give you houses, that means they've given you land. Abi, Abuja, they should give them. They should give them this plot of land and all that in Abuja. Why the rest of you, or should I say, especially the Abobakus, who are so angry right now that Kalu seems to have completely forgotten them, Abi. I'm coming on. So we'll go listen to that part. One sec. Where Kalu hosted the Super Eagles. Again, I want to beg you, do not raise your brain like you want to listen to something real, okay? But I just have to share this going forward.
Of youths. The Vice President, Speaker of the House, of Representatives, Honorable Minister of Sports, Development, and other ministers here present, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Chief of Staff, the NFF President, the coach team of Super Eagles of Nigeria, the technical team and medical team, captain and players of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, all the government, senior government officials here present, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor for me to receive you, the Super Eagles. As a team, you taught us lessons of resilience, togetherness, diversity, and excitement. Nigeria may not assert itself, but you win all the games. Find your way through the challenges, the humility, left your other clubs, and honor your country. You gave us a great excitement. So many of us, we understand sport. Competitive football is unpredictable. But we were determined. We salute your resilience. You lifted our spirit. You made us proud. You made us smile as Nigerians. It is not easy to absorb a loss, particularly when the expectations are high. But you demonstrated sportsmanship, resiliency, and teamship in the entire exercise. That is what AFCON stands for. The unity and resilience of the continent. This person of youths. Just don't forget that. You have that responsibility to get more for our youths at home. I salute this management for their effort to put the team together. It's not easy. Yes, you have Monday morning captain and coaches, analysis and all of that. We live with the result. In our diversity, we are proud. In our collective effort, we are very proud and honored. Here today, as I salute you, as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to all of you, I'm honoring you with national honor, members of the Order of Niger. Members of the Orders of Niger. It is yours to keep honored by your country. And I have further announcement. There is a promise of 1 flat each for every one of you. Equally, we have been encouraged by our landlord, the Minister of FCT, who had promised a plot of land for each and every player. Honorable Minister, thank you very much. Your job has started yielding fruits. The Honorable Minister for Youth, let me yield a second to you to address the audience before I conclude. Say something.
Your Excellency, Mr. President.
I just want to show you that one of you or more of you are participating in the decision for the future of this country. And we won't leave you out. We will consult with you for what you believe can facilitate and promote sport development. I'm going as a president to attract greater private sector investment in the Nigerian Professional Football League. We have to grow that. And be a superstar sport promoter for the sake of our country. Many of you may in future become managers of this league system. I want to say once again that I am proud of you. And Nigeria is proud of you. The African Player of the Year, as I see you work your heart out. Not every challenge is dividing, but character is important. I saw each and every one on the field, and substitutes playing their heart.
So I'll cut it off now. I know sometimes when you have to listen to him like going here and there and all that, it can be too boring to the point that it will start turning into annoyance, like becoming annoying. Sorry, I just have to leave all of that together in a single clip. Okay. And the part I actually wanted him to say it to that guy that said, if they born you well, go and start giving them things. So they will give all of them flat each. And Wirewike will give them land, 1 plot of land. You can possibly bet that the land may not be ready in the next 10, 15 years until they finally found some people's land they can take and give to them. Because that's how they do it. Public officials giving the people, giving lands as a gift. Niger. Yes, you know what I mean. I haven't seen Have you ever seen European countries or any other part of the world where they win a major tournament, even win, that where the governments of that country started giving them like cars, start giving them what do you call houses, lands? Have you ever seen anything like that in the world? I don't think so. Maybe in Africa, because it's like culturally something that people are, if I give you land, that means I have kind of like blessed you. When Brazil, when they win World Cup, or Argentina wins World Cup, or have you ever seen anywhere government officials, president, prime ministers, or anybody? All of Americans, when they win gold, all of that, Olympics and all that, athletic and all that. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I'm just saying, that is why all abnormalities is normal in Nigeria. Somebody will just be like, I'll give you land. And then they start looking for land and say, yeah, I will give you this land for playing football for us. Or we'll give you this house. At whose expense? Who is going to pay for that? Somebody will just be like, as a governor, I'm giving you 50 million naira. Where is that coming from? Like, you can just do that, right? You can just say, I'm the governor. I can give people money. That's Nigeria. Do you now understand now, right? But majority watching is not really bad though now, because the country hard. Everybody they angry now. So possibly some will be angry because country hard. But morally it's completely stupid. And it reeks of corruption. Patronage and all that. Making it look like, at the expense of the people that they supposedly to be working for. Do you understand? But it's a normal thing in Nigeria. And afterward, I think they went out there to go and have a handshake and, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you very much. Like that. Yeah.
No, not good.
After this month, everybody gives, except the player.
Thank you.
Somebody said that, thank God they didn't win. Oh, God knows how much money they would have used that to claim and clear mouth. To clear and clean mouth. But even this one, go know how much the amount of money they will tell you is going into this. They give each person house, give person land. Somebody is going to sign the memo. Somebody is going to raise money on the committee that is going to discuss it. The committee that's going to do all the papers. And at the end of the day, because there's so much things for Mr. President to undo, they are still processing it. At the end of the day, you realize that even billions will go into it. At the land, at the houses, some are saying, are you sure it's not audio? Please don't do that, okay? Because if you do that now, they may be forced to begin to give the keys of some people. So they may begin to chase people out of their houses and say, okay, those are the houses they want to give to the players. But something tells me, that last week, Tinubu went to a place in Abuja where he launched estate projects, Renewed Hope Estate. They want to build 32,000, sorry, they want to build, I think it's 32,000, yeah, 32,150 houses, unit of houses. Here you get. And maybe now from that one, they go still give these players. I'm kind of trying to, I don't want to say they won't. I remember Chioma Ajua. You remember Chioma Ajua? Chioma Ajua was a runner for Nigeria, okay? So she won gold in Atlanta 96. Aba, person will win gold in Atlanta like 96. And they promised her a flat in Lagos. Since 1996, until she turned grandma, that's when they gave her the key. And it's because some people are saying she didn't have a house, she was supposed to have a house and all that. By the time they said Chioma should come and collect key, someone who actually gave her the key. Is her name Chioma Ajua? Oh, I'm kind of pronouncing it wrong. I shall remember Ajua anyway. When she came out to come and collect the key, it's no longer that beautiful young Ajua of nearly 30 years ago. She don't turn grandma. You see all these ones, some of them won't even come back to ask. It may be in the 20 years time. You understand? 20 years time, they say, they never, with the weekend, no give them. But I'm just saying, do not make them begin to try and give them now. Some of the houses they will give to them may be the Renewed Hope houses. You know that. Here you know that Renewed Hope our estate is audio. They are not going to build 32,000 houses. You know that. They don't have any intention of building any 32,000 houses in Abuja. But they are going to build maybe about 5, 10, or 20 in Abuja. Build about 5 or 10 or 20 in Ekpe in Lagos. Go straight to Aba. Build another 10 or 20 uncompleted. Build that, then they will take pictures. They are all ongoing. 32,000 renewed hope estate. Just like your second Niger bridge. Remember? It's only the little thing that is left. Really? I thought you commissioned it as completed. Do you even understand the meaning of completed and uncompleted? If I say it is uncompleted, and that is why they can't use it, and you are saying, hey, it is completed, Joe. It's only the gutter that is left. It's only the portion from Kinikon to Owiri. But why are you mad like this? Uncompleted. Anyway, I'm just saying, they know how to kind of move you, make you feel like something is happening. They made you feel like if Buhari was doing something. That by the time Buhari was done, una go dey reap all of the suffer where you suffer, you go dey reap enjoyment. Instead of reaping enjoyment, they can increase your stuff to the renewed shege. And here we are. Here you get. So yeah, they promised them houses. Afa, if you see that video, I beg you will need to go and begin to renew that your courses. So, because as it is, money they fly everywhere. People they get what they're supposed to get to. It's just that the real people will be the majority. Abobaku, Buhari din yo, Buhari didn't Buhari did not to crumb beaters ni o, crumb chasers ni o, ass lickers ni o, all risers ni o, ombudsman slaves ni o, sophisticated moron ni o. You know, all the clans of I'm talking about the cyberbarians, all the clans of the cyberbarians, right? And then when you cross over, those that have now kind of like COVID, what's it they call that thing? The COVID resistant virus that transformed to another thing. They can't give them maybe COVID something. It's a strange name. Those are the ones who have now transformed, mutated. You see, the condemned and then socially conditioned cyberbarians. They are like a mutated virus. Now them come mutate. very strong one, to the Abobakus that you have today. The Agbadorians, you may call them Agbadorians, okay? Some call them the Bati DLT. I kind of like to call them the Bat Stars sometimes. I'm kind of talking about those Iyalokon that are now sounding like a wure. We eat salt. You don't give salt to goat before. A goat that bah, bah, give and salt. You're going to hear before election. The Abobakus were like infected goats. Bah, bah, everywhere. Bah, 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 bah. Today they can't sound like goat with chop salt. Yeah. But if you look at them very well, they are the same country. I mean, they are the same set of people who were hoping that Pastor Ruga, as well as Buhari, they were doing so much wonder work in APC, the change, that they all mumutiously follow them. Now them be like virus, COVID-19, will come mutate. There is a name for it. I think it's COVID-91. You turn it around. Don't pity them. So when you bring all of them together, in in where you have Colu anyway, still in charge, by the way, right? So tell all of them, okay, that however they feel, that money is somewhere, and the money they fly everywhere. If you now want get serious, when they tell you to endure, automatically turn to any kan lomo, iya lokan, any to kan lomo. And that is the real thing, right? If they tell you hang on, baby step of pay labor pay and all those things they told you, baba, on fait korora wo. Àwọn ebi alápàdúpẹ́, rántí? Ebi alápàdúpẹ́ are the kind of hunger that kills people. And the other hungry people, they are still thanking God that they are still alive. Who knows? Somebody, a good Samaritan may pass and just give us mango. If it be pure water. Now, that one we don't die now. Now, hunger kill him. But I am hungry. That's thank God, I'm still here. Alapadupe. Until you get to your turn. Like a cow that is being led to the slaughterhouse. Or a cow that actually resides in a slaughterhouse, waiting to be slaughtered. You get me saying that money deal, and they don't give a damn about your inflation. If you survived Buhari and you can't turn to a mutated virus, ìwọ ló kàn. Ó ti kó everybody in sin you. You know, say na so COVID they do. One person go carry am. Na jeje person, other person go dey. If you come say, gba mi lọ́wọ́, ó ti transfer ẹnìyẹn. See what you have done now without touching anybody. Una don't pass. You see this hardship where they've passed like pandemic right now. Now una be the source where unity Wuhan. Now una come from Wuhan, we bring am. You get what I mean? So as it is now, as you are mutating to more deadlier virus, I just want to remind you, people will create you, where they tell you to make you hang on. That money there somewhere. And that's what Babafemi Falana said. 135 million for state governors. That fight COVID. Check COVID, they are be hunger. Even in your own way, Baba, you don't know say people where they lead you don't run mad. COVID, you go fight COVID now. I've been a hunger, you go fight. But continue to laugh. The money is gone. And you can continue to wait for them. That they said everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. Only fine, you know. And this is why.
Mr. President, and you must ask for explanation on this. In December 7, this regime, Tinubu administration, gave out 135 billion naira to governors to fight COVID-19 in 2023. You know what I'm talking about? Last December, they gave out 123 billion to, not 135, you can go, to fight COVID-19. Furthermore, and this must be our demand from here. This regime must, and if we have to go to the street, it's so fundamental. This regime must, warehouse the gains of the removal of first subsidy and channel it towards alleviating the poverty of our people. What I mean is this, again you can Google. In April last year, what the three tiers of government, the federal government, the state government, and local government shared was 655 billion in April. When subsidy was removed, right? First subsidy. Since June, according to the Minister of Finance, you can Google, there is no month that less than 1 trillion has been shared. As a matter of fact, you can quote me on this. In June last year, what they shared was 1.9 trillion. They were embarrassed when they got to Abuja. Where is this money come from? They had to save 900 billion and shared, please, and shared 1 trillion in December last year. You know the governors came to Lagos to celebrate with President Bola. Are you aware? Yes. That month, what was shared was 1.7 trillion. That is apart from the 135 billion I just told you about. So if anybody tells you Nigerians must sacrifice because there's no money, tell them what they are saying is buffoon. Push it. So what we should be demanding? Where are the gains of subsidy removal? Do you understand me? Yeah. When we had a situation like this, a little situation under Abacha, as bad as Abacha was, he set up what we call the BTS. You understand me? Yes, sir. The gains of fuel increase then was kept and used to address infrastructural crisis in the country. So this time around, we are demanding for our right because what they told us, all of us, subsidy is gone. I mean, they said the gains of subsidy will be used to address the problems of unemployment, of insecurity, of food crisis, and so on and so forth. But today, the people have been forgotten. These National Assembly people who are pretending in the last few days, senators called, the managers of the economy, House of Reps called them, and they addressed the press that we want to help the poor. Let the poor breathe. These ones, please, each of them in Abuja, including those who had no bicycle before they went there, gave themselves a 160 million naira jeep, each of them. And I'm going to try and challenge you, comrades. The budget of National Assembly this year was 178 billion naira. The National Assembly members themselves rewrote the budget and raised it to 344 billion. And they pretend, oh, that we have to suffer together. We understand your pain. We are addressing your problems. Liars. It is a lie. Unless you demand for your rights, nobody will give you your rights. I think Salam made the point. Nobody, human rights is not my property. Nobody can ask you. So we must end this with a commitment to mobilize our people.
Babafala, no. It's just so unfortunate sometimes that, brilliant minds like that also played his own very good role in creating this Tinubu that you see today. Historically, the same Falana was the one who stood as Tinubu's lawyer when Chief Gani Faweyimi decided to naked the drug baron in the marketplace. It was Falana. So yeah, now he is kind of demanding that people have rights to ask their government to do this, and at the same time, the government has to listen to the people. Baba Falana has been an activist for at least like 40 years. And he is known, like generally and all his career, to have been somebody who has been standing up against the people in government, like speak out. He always speaks out anyway, all right? But yeah, the monster they created is now in charge of Nigeria, sharing money. But that's not how they feel inside the asshole rock. The exhibitor, Bayo Nonuga, said, a lot of you have wrong impression about Nigeria. Nigeria is a very, very, very poor country. You see all this wealth, all these billions,